Alright guys, so typically I'm on the PC this week, but yesterday I posted the video on my Nightblade tank. And today I wanted to get on my Templar healer because I think my trolls, mainly my trolls, forget that I have a Templar healer too. This is kind of a counter, a move for the players, the trolls who keep posting in defense of Gilliam, who I don't think he ever played any healer role. He might have played a Templar, but he doesn't play any other healers. I play every healer, right? Every class as a healer. That's why it's kind of my niche in this game. And what I primarily do, what I'm, I guess, more known for. I do other things, but healing is kind of one of those things that I'm just... Now, let me get into this. The Templar healer was the last healer I created in this game. Why? Because it's typical. It's a novice build. Not to say that it was a bad class. That's never been the case with Templar healer, and I've never said anything negative about Templar healer. For me personally, I'm a former elitist, so I always raise the bar for myself, right? I raise that bar to what can I do with this game? What will it allow me to do, right? What can I do that separates me from the conformists and the atypical type individuals? I want to do something completely unexpected. And Templar, though, I mean, I eventually rolled one because I had to have it, because it's pointless, kind of going through everything if you don't know what every class is capable of in that role. And that's my opinion. So, I have the sets. I have, the Spell Power Cure. I have the Worm. I put on the Infernal Pauldrons. Right now I have my medium. My heavy's somewhere, but ideally it should be heavy. I just want the 4%, and the health boost would actually be better, but I have the medium, but it should be heavy. But I have my sets, right? I mean, I have it. I haven't upgraded all of it because, honestly, I don't play this tune a lot. And I have that in blue, so I get the flame resistance because I am a vampire. For me, I don't play this tune a lot. I'll be honest with you guys. I just don't. I do not play this tune hardly at all. But I have it just in case somebody wants to roll in a trial and they want to bring a different healer. We have a Templar. It's a peace of mind for if those situations that's needed. Now, a lot of times I don't run the Ellie Drain either. I'll be honest. Most of the time I run Purifying Light because it, has another healing effect. And I bank on my Radiant Aura because it applies the Minor Magic Steel to all enemies around me. And somebody's like, well, it costs Magicka. Well, yeah. But that's what you're using Ellie Drain for. You're using Ellie Drain to apply Minor Magic Steel. That's what this does. So, if you look, this is Minor Magic Steel. If I go into the Destro Staff abilities and I look at Elemental Drain, which I have, and I don't level it much, because whatever, it also has the Minor Magic Steel. And someone's like, well, it applies Major Breach. And I'm like, if my tank has Pierce, Major Breach is applied. It's like... I don't know how to go more into it than that. It's like people think that the Templar is better because of utilities, but I'm like, the utilities are offered in every class except the Endurance. The Endurance is offered by the Warden and the Templar, but that's why you're always going to use one. You're going to... In most trials, you're always going to have a Templar. You can get around Templar with a Warden and another healer, but typically you're going to at least have one Templar. But that's it. That's all you need. The main reason I got on the Templar today is because utilities don't stack. Somebody argued that's why you need Templars, because utilities. I'm like, well, that's great. In certain scenarios when you have a split, I understand that. But utilities don't stack. They never have. And then when I take a look at it, I don't run orbs on my Templar for a very good reason, because my shards, right, which is my primary utility, has the same global cooldown as my orbs. It has the same friggin' global cooldown. If I need the heal, I can take off the shards and slot the orbs or do something. But why am I going to put 2 utilities and sacrifice something else? Now, if people want the Ellie Drain, because they're little babies, they don't know any better, they never play healer, blah, 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 I'll take off the Purifying Light and I will add the Ellie Drain for those people. But most of the time I prefer using, Purifying Light. And I will coordinate with every other healer. So most of the time when you're in a trial, you have to be, kind of outspoken. So if you have 2 Templars, do you really want to be running, 2 Templars with shards? No. Unless you're split up for some reason. And like on V-Mall, and you're doing the twins, the light and the dark, and you're on the polar opposite sides of the room, you might want to go ahead and have those scenarios like that. But keep in mind, when one of them hits, the global cooldown's applied. It's not, it's not limited to the duration of the length between the party members. It's applied to the entire party. So, that's okay.
As it gets lighter and lighter.
I don't know why I was in that. I think I was messing around one time or something. I don't know. But, it's kind of funny. I'm going to do the days. I'm actually going to do a run with this dude. But it's kind of funny because people want to, talk about shit. And it's like, dude, I know, if I wanted to even, I could go even in a restoration staff and use Force Siphon, get this morphed, and also get another, Magic Steel. And that's what's crazy to me. It's got 2-second cast though with it, so I don't like it. But I'm actually looking at maybe using it for my DK because I use Twilight's Remedy, and no, not using that. Using the Fountain for the Twilight's Remedy for the Minor Force applied for Magicka for the proc. But stamina users don't have that issue, but Magicka users sometimes can, and sometimes you can use rearming trap, but don't have as much stamina pull. It's an idea I'm playing with, which I've been kind of like, eh. But, so I play every healer role. And it's like, to me, it's like, I do this for reasons. Now, normally, I don't know what's ever going on. Wow, these ones are interesting today. Good day to pug, I'm telling you. Alright. Dungeon Finder specifics. I actually do need the Sword of Overwhelming. I have every weapon but a fucking sword. Go figure. And I'm still trying to get that. So Tempest and Dark Shade 2. But honestly, guys, I honestly think just a lot of people just sometimes it just bypasses them. Like, oh my god, Mystic has a fucking Templar. It's like, wow, man, I do this. Like, every ability, someone's like, oh, well, Breath of Life, whatever. And I'm like, listen, I have the Sorcerer, I have the Templar. And yesterday, somebody mentioned, Sap Essence. Oh, it's an AoE heal. Well, so is fucking Breath of Life. Are you fucking serious? It heals more than one target. Most heals don't heal single target in this game. Most of them will either target, 2 or more. So... Okay, there's that. Don't need to be in there. Anyways, it's kind of interesting. It is, because a lot of times I have to deal with this kind of stuff. Why is there a 55 in here? What is that? Zoss, really, man? And DPS. Nah, man. I'm sorry, dude. You are not supposed to be in here. You don't even need the gear, and you're cute in vet. Why? Why do people do that? Why do people insist to do that? You're going to get kicked. I'm about to say, cue it up. And that's like another thing, like people want to talk about burst healing, and I'm like, someone's like, oh, just because they have sap essence doesn't mean they have burst heal. What the fuck do you think combat prayer is right here? I swear to God. Breath of life, do you think my breath of life only affects one target? Let's take a look, shall we? Myself and a wounded ally. It heals 2 people. Holy shit. You're kidding me. I mean, seriously, man. God, I swear. The stupidity of the player base in this game is crazy to me. Let me go ahead and see if your comments. I mean, it's just, it's funny as fuck is what it is. And somebody was like, we laugh at you. And I'm like, trust you and me. We laugh at you guys too. It's hilarious. Okay, I'm going to mute this. Just whatever. It's just, I'm going to put it up so I have the live chat available. Hey, Rock. Hey, Mustang. Morning, guys. But, yeah, honestly, man, I swear to God. Like, to me, it's probably the most funniest thing when, see, look, right there is the minor magic steel, and Templars are good for the utility, right? I mean, they are, and I'm not gonna ever say anything bad about that for the Templars, you know. But the thing about it is, to me, it's just not my play style. Majority of the time, I have it when it's needed. That's why I have this healer. Most of the time, though, most people play Templar. So do I need it? No. Do I want to even roll 2 Templars in a trial? I won't. I refuse. Most of the time, that's why I'm stuck healing. Because when you take a look at the kits and stuff, if they're running the same utilities and the same effects, like I said, utilities don't stack. You right? Buffs don't stack. I have to say, oh, okay, well,
something's wrong.
No. The tank's gonna pull all the ads. You can't. Why did the fucking DPS do this? If this gets all aggroed, I knew it. God, fuck, man. Don't, please, DPS. Don't be the tank's job. God. No, it's not laggy for me. Can you please get the raged? I'm gonna. Oh my God! No! What the fuck? Only in a fucking pug. Only in a fucking pug. Fucking DPS scumbags! Lag's real! What's fucking Elder Scrolls? But get your fucking ass in here and do your shit! Fuck, that's not the tank's fault though. That is so not the tank's fault. Ugh! Oh my god! AoEs! What the fuck is this damn doing? He pulled the boss! Oh, I know who it is now! This fucking retard. Ah! No AoE. Look, man. Oh my god. I knew it. I just knew it. I was like, what a fucking shithole. Dude, you gotta pick up this aggro. I'm a healer. I grab aggro quicker than anybody, motherfucker. Wow. I'm just completely mind blown right now. Yeah, dude. Thanks a lot, you dumb fuck. Look at this dude. He's single targeting the ads. I'm gonna fucking... This dumb fuck. Let's give him a little bit of scolding. Up. God. What the hell? What the hell? Seriously. That was the worst. I'm like, why is this boss on my ass? Turn around, I have a boss on my ass. Next thing you know, the tank's supposedly lagging, whatever. And then on top of it, I turn around and he pulls it again. It's like, why are you pulling the boss? Ugh, I swear to God. I swear. I gotta see these comments. It's hilarious, honestly, guys. I find it. Yeah, no, I don't use the blue balls on this tune. I use the shards. I'm a Templar. I don't need both. I love watching Templars do it, though. I laugh my ass off. I'm like, oh my fucking God. And of course, yeah, I always need Bis, man. I always need the Bis. Now, like I said, in 4-mans, I'll use the healing ward, but in trials, I'll deslot that. Biggest thing for me is getting that shard rotation down every, you know, about 10. Well, I usually do it on this dude. Unless I'm running healing, I'll try to get this down every, like, 6 seconds or so. 6, 7 seconds.
Over here. They appear to be in some
Don't pull. Get the fuck back here. DPS, I'll kick your fucking ass. The biggest thing to me is get the magic drain. Now, on the boss, I want to show this to you guys because a lot of people are like, "Oh, you know, it costs magicka and all this shit," and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm aware what it does." You know, I do fucking play this healer role. Now look, there's the drain, as you guys can see. Right? I don't need the fucking alley drain. It doesn't have to fucking unless the tank's a dumbass and for some goddamn reason doesn't have. There's somebody has blue balls in this group. It's not me, but. Oh, wrong button. Oh, it's the Sork. I'll throw them a little. Look, I don't fucking need the fucking Ellie drain, guys. For the last time, man. I don't even fucking need it. Well. I love it. Like, players will talk so much shit, but they don't know shit. They come on my channel and try to troll me, and I'm like, I play fucking every healer. Every one of them. Every fucking one of them, man. You're not gonna tell me shit I don't know about the healers. If anything, try to tell me something I don't know about the healers. I would like to learn, because all they know is Templar. Maybe some people know Warden, but I was one of the first to get my Warden healer build out there. You know, I wanted to learn the Warden right away. I was on PTS with the Warden healer because I wanted to know it. That's the first one, not this one. Maybe there's a chest back here. Sometimes there's a chest. Love this tank. Oh, it's the tank that has the orbs. That's kind of interesting. I actually like that idea. That's pretty fucking cool. A tank throwing out utilities. Who would think? There's just too many different ways to get the things, guys. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Like, please do not get set. Like, I don't have to tell you guys, my regular viewers. You guys know this. But for the dumbass scrubs out there, and I'll guess, I'm calling them fucking scrubs. Because to me, I don't give a fuck what skins you got, what trials, what titles. If you don't fucking know that you can obtain this shit in other build kits, and fucking, you know, a lot of the fucking passes and shit within the, you know, the friggin' resto staff shit, you're a fucking nub. You're a scrub ass nub. Come on. Most of the time I will not use my light, except maybe on situations like this. Trying to keep the DPS buffed up, but they're kind of spread out here, making it a little harder on me. Even you guys can see I don't have a problem managing resources. Someone's like, oh, well, Aura costs Magicka and Ellie Drain doesn't. Well, do you think I have a problem maintaining resources? Because that's not my issue at all. Most of the time I don't even need to pop potions, man. It's like, wow. Now if I was Argonian, I probably would. Argonian has less Magicka. This is a Breton. I like the Breton for my Templar. So, get those nice cost reduction and shit. Like, I love it because someone's like, oh, I use repentance. I'm like, okay, that's your stupidity, but... You know, there's a reason I told one troll, I was like, dude, there's a reason people come to me for the healers. There's a fucking reason. And I could, like I said, I could come out with a billion builds, a billion, and no one, well, some people were going to use certain builds and that, I get it, but I'm never going to get away from this healing thing. Like, it's just, it's, once you have that stigma, you know, that stigma on you, it's like, you know, like my daughter's like, you can't play any other game, Dad. And I was like, why? And she's like, because your viewers will never let you do it. I was like, that's depressing. And she's like, it's true, Dad, just get over it. I don't know if that's true, but what? Can I hit a fucking synergy today? Are we skipping? Looks like we're skipping. I don't care. Sure. I definitely want to make sure I'm using like my ground. Get the shards out. By the way, my granddaughter's here, so if you can hear, that is her. When it's light, I'll actually kind of go with everything. Keep that drain up on the netchlings. It's what's crazy to me is some flyers are affected by you know, the burning talons, and others aren't. Why is that? If I could pick the brains. There it is. Jesus, for this order not to apply this minor magic steal, I'm completely shocked, guys. Why? I should have Ellie Drain on. It's so much better. Fucking retards. Dumbasses, I mean. Morons. Someone would be like, isn't it just easier to heal on a Templar? Fuck no! Who's fucking telling you this shit? Is it harder? No. It's just different. That's my point. It's like, come on, guys. Really? Come on. Who are you going to listen to? A person who plays every healer or a person who's never played anything but? Damn it. There it is. Now, you don't want to ever really attack that thing with the Dustro staff. It kind of hurts, but rest so you're fine off the weave. Damn. Kill the bastard, kill the bastard, kill the bastard. Damn it! No! Look, they all have it. Like, they all have the minor magic. Someone's like, it's bug, it only applies to so many targets. Bullshit. 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 I don't know why these dumb fucks are, like, polluting my community. Like, they really are polluting my shit, man. Yell, 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 yell. You could probably hear my granddaughter. Like I said, if I want minor magic seal on my Nightblade, I can have it. If I, you know what I'm saying? Like, seriously, guys, like, don't let people fool you like that. This is only available on this class healer. That's bullshit. That's so fucking bullshit. It's bourgeois. That's motherfucker. Wow, guys, I'm telling you. They know so much more than Mystic. They're fucking dumbasses. They're brainwashed. In every sense of the word. I have the Templar, guys. This isn't a figment of your imagination. It's not a figment of people's imaginations. It's here. I just don't play him often. He's novice. He's a novice healer. You can't fuck up a Templar healer. If you have a problem, if you fuck up a Templar healer, you got major issues. Does this mean that the Templar healer is the best or the best healer? No. Fuck no. Fuck no. Fuck no. God, I really need that sword, man. Really bad. And I'm sorry, guys, I am on the PS4. Typically, I'm on the PC. I would be able to see what you guys are saying more frequently. But seriously, man, I'm just so tired of the garbage. Just so much garbage these players are fed. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, dude. I want to get behind this thing for sure. Oh, he's moving in that direction. Now this is where the shields definitely always come in handy, like healing ward. Don't want to become barbecue. Tell me he's not moving. Dude, get back here. Even on this, you're not gonna see me pop my Breath of Life. I'm not gonna spam Breath of Life. That's not productive for a healer. Even if you are a Templar. Keep everybody together. Try and get close enough to put the leech on him. It's behind us. Oh, that's not good. There we go. All right. Burn him, burn him, burn him, burn him, burn him. Just burn him. Bingo, baby. Blech. Anyways, guys, yeah, I do have a Templar healer. I do. He's right here. I have the sets, I have the mending, I have the habit, I have the twilights. I got like 4 sets of spell power cure or something like that. And I got PC healers. Like, seriously, man, like this is what I do primarily. I heal majority of the time in PvE. I do DPS, I do tank occasionally, but majority of the time I heal. And I play every class healer. Every frigging class. Every one of them. I play them all. I know the healers. I know what abilities you can get, the pros and cons to every fucking healer in this game. Nobody is as versed in the healing role probably than me. As far as any of the other YouTubers, maybe Alola. Alola's really good. So I should say that she's very good. She's very, very good. She knows a lot about healing, and she's really good. If you guys want to check her out, go check her out. She's really good. Let me check the chat. I didn't get a chance while I was whatever. Pug Life, starring Mystic Raven, take 2. Thanks, Rock. Man, I hate that end screen shake. Yeah, it sucks. It definitely sucks. Best tank I've seen in a DS2 pug so far, actually using chains and groups to pull. Right, and that's the way you're supposed to do it. Especially if you're going to run the DK, use those chains. We were talking about that yesterday. One of the bad aspects for the Templar tank and Nightblade tank is their pulls. They don't have it. Like sorcerers, as a sword tank, I can get ahead. I can grab them up and kite them a lot faster. Typically, you would think the Nightblade would have the same effect because of the major expedition, right? Templars don't have it. Templars don't have a major expedition. They don't have a pull, but they reduce a lot of damage to heal, to offset and shield stack. Templar tanks are really strong, but DKs have a lot more better pull and crowd control. It's not so much their mitigation. Their mitigation is beast. But what the advantage they have is the pull and CC effect at the same time. It makes it easier. Once again, Templar healing is like that with the DK tank. It's already it's like a lot of their abilities are directly up front, so it's novice. They're novice builds. Like, if you fuck them up, you have a problem if you fuck up those classes in those roles. That's not to say that you can't play the other classes in those roles. They're just a little bit more advanced. And I don't think a lot of people understand that. They're like, oh, blah, 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 blah. I have so much shit on this, dude. I don't even know what all I got. But, yeah, seriously, man, Elola's really good. If you guys want to check out a really damn good healer, go check her out. It's ELLOA or something like that. And I'm sub to her, but she's really good. And she knows her shit. She really does. And she's so calm and she's so nice. And, I like her. All that shit. It's really nice to, I'm not that patient, but whatever. I'm not that person, but whatever's whatever. But anyways, yeah, every guy should go check her out and stuff. But somebody always goes back to trials and stuff, and I'm like, look, I have a trial guild. I don't do a lot of trials with my trial guild. If I need to, I will. And they're great. I actually like majority of them. 80% of them I get along with, and they're really receptive. They'll be like, yeah, come on, Mystic, let's all go do this. And I'm like, oh, okay. And it's whatever. Kevin. Does Trinamac work on a DK healer? Yes, Kevin. Yes, it does. Trinamac does work on the DK. You're talking about the Ignis shield or the shield. It does proc the Trinamac Valor. Yes, you would be right. You would be absolutely 100% that Trinamac does that. And also any other shielding effects can trigger it. So you can use Healing Ward. You can use the DK's shield. You can also, that's why I usually use it on my DK. I use Trinamac Valor on my DK intentionally. If I'm going to run Trinamac Valor, I smack it on the DK healer. Also, you can use another set like Combat's Physician. So when its shield procs, it has a chance to proc Trinamac. That also works too, in conjunction. So there's a lot of tricks you can do. But, you know, I mean, it's good for like bet runs. I do it all the time with a bet run on my DK healer. I don't put it in vet or any trial situation. I won't even put it in a normal trial just because the shielding's not enough to keep popping it. You know, you're better off with other sets if you're going to try to implement it in certain things in trials. Though Combat's Physician, I have tried Combat's Physician in a trial and it worked out okay. I mean, I wouldn't say it was like whatever, but it worked. Elliot McClure, what do you think about the Gossamer set? For PvP, I think it has. I have the set, and I think it has more functionality in PvP. PvP, it's a really good set. PvE, it works, but PvP, you just notice the effects of the set a lot better. I mean, it really does. But here's the problem I have using the set as much as I would probably like to, is I'm usually stuck with transmutation set because we all want to, like, I want to keep throwing people resistance, right? Reduce that damage, you know, mitigate as much as possible. Sometimes I'll put on Spell Power Cure to give the buff, but a lot of times, to be honest with you, Combat's Physician and Transmutation, I mean, the shielding's cut in half. It's true. Like, shielding's reduced, but on that moment that they need a shield and it's like popped, it's just like poof, you know, shield and then crit resist. I really want them to come out with like other sets that really incorporate, like, Transmutation is such a powerful set. Gossamer works out really nice in PvP. Like, you could put Transmutation with Gossamer and it would probably kill, actually. It would be probably badass. I have to try it. Now you got me thinking. Damn it! Making me drool over here. Making me drool, Elliot. Making me drool. But, yeah, there it is, guys. Like I said, you know, I don't do trials all the time. And I have this dude if somebody wants to roll another healer. That's why I have him. That's the only reason I have this dude. That's why, but I was going to add him to my collection. He's here. He's geared. He's got stuff. If I want to do the trial, I'll do it. But most of the time, it's like, I have the sets. I don't give a fuck about scoreboards. Fuck a scoreboard. What the fuck, you know? Oh, no problem, Elliot. Anytime, man. Like, scoreboards to me, it's like, you know, it's bragging rights. It's whatever. You know, whatever, man. You know, I don't hardly do a lot of trials. You know, I don't. I just don't. I'll go in there for the gear. If I need gear, that's why I'm in a trial. You know, that's it. That's why I'm in the trial, is for gear. Like I said, I haven't been back in Halls of Fabrication since public test. And one of the main reasons I haven't been back in Halls, because I don't need any of the sets. Though it was one of my favorite trials to test. I think the devs did such a fucking awesome job with that trial. Like, when I first stepped in that trial and I got that atmosphere, it was so fucking cool. I felt like for once they, like, captured raid environment. Show us the Templar build. Oh, okay. You want to know the build? I actually have this build. I think I have this build posted. A couple minor little things I got to change, but yeah, you know, sure. I'm using the flame staff of the Unbroken. It's currently sharpened. We'll be switching this to Nirnholm when the new DLC launches. I also have, let me charge that. The spell power cure restoration staff, once again sharpened, that will be going into, you don't want sharpened. It's just my other staff is on my other tune. But yeah, so I have this. That should be either powered or Nirnhone. I have Hat of the Worm infused, spell power cure jerkin, divine, Infernal Guardian arm, cops, medium. I want the heavy though. It increases the health. Plus it gives you the 4%. Kind of want that. You don't want to go like, so that's the problem with all light. And I don't have a crafted set, so I need like one. It helps me out to have that extra 4%. Plus if like I said, I want that heavy. I have a heavy somewhere. I don't know why I have this on. Probably because I just got lazy and didn't want to look for it. Sash of the Worm, divine, max magica. Spell power cure gloves. This one's my impen because I actually switched my other gloves on another tune, but I'm running the thief. But you should have divine. Infused breachers of the worm, shoes of the worm, divine, necklace of the worm, arcane. It's spell power cure necklace regen. So both regens. This one I put a blue spell power cure ring. I didn't want to put a purple on here. The reason being because I put flame resist on it. I did not want to glyph a purple with flame resist because I'm a Dunmer. I'm not Dunmer. I'm a freaking vampire. And I kept thinking to myself, I'm only losing like 2 points. So I'm going to go ahead with the blue because I can't glyph. Like, I did it because of Hellraw Citadel, ideally, but I wasn't going to whatever. And then, of course, the skills. I run Healing Ward and 4-mans on majority of my builds. A couple of them I don't, but I will switch that out in Trials. I never run Healing Ward in Trials. Healing Springs, typical. Combat Prayer. If I'm not running Combat Prayer on a healer build, something's fucking wrong. Radiant Aura. For God's sakes, you fucking dumbass Templars. If you're fucking running Ellie Drain and you have this skill, you're a fucking scrub. You're a fucking scrub. If you say it's because of resource management or major breach, that's even worse excuses. That's even worse, because that means your tank's a fucking scrub, and that also means that you don't know how to manage resources, so you need a free cast. You're a fucking scrub. Radiant Aura. It applies minor magic steel to all enemies. Okay. For God's sakes. Inner light on both bars. Remembrance, obviously. If I need it, I pop it. Hardly ever. Luminous shards. I don't use orbs. They have the same GCD. I have enough healing effects in place. I don't fucking need orbs at all. So I'm going to use the luminous shards. The reason being, it gets the extra additional utility out of it. That's why Templars are the healers they are. It's not for their healing abilities, it's because of their utilities, the extra utilities they offer. Like, for example, no other class is going to apply the minor magic steel to all targets. They have to do it individually. The Templar can apply it to all. Same thing with the shards. Everybody has the effects for the utility through orbs that return resources, but the Templar gets a little extra boost for his party. Ta-da! That's the Templar strengths, okay? Ritual Retribution. It has the cleanse, AoE, ground heal, and some damage. Purifying Light. I like this. Because it does some damage, but the biggest thing for me, it drops the heal effect right in front of the tank. It pops a hot right in front of the tank. That's why I like this ability, even in trials. If I can get away with slotting this in a trial, best believe it gets hit on the boss every time. It adds extra damage, right? So it's copying the damage, right? So yeah, I'm going to hit it. And then also it drops the heal on a tank. So yeah, that's a big thing. Breath of Life, you guys see it. I have it. I don't spam it. I'm a healer, not a spam bot. Okay? I only need this as needed. It's one of the more expensive heals for the Templar, so I don't want to spam this. I want to use it as needed. Once again, Inner Light, and then of course Aggressive Warhorn. That's pretty much it. Champion points. pretty basic here. 1407, you should go 14, whatever. 2015. Actually, I want to be bringing this down. Actually, I will bring that down. I want about 16, right? Spell erosion, and, you know, I deal some damage. We already went over this. The biggest thing here is expert staff, right? I'm doing heavy attacks. I want to capitalize on that. Just simple, you know. I'm going to go ahead and put this into my penetration. Okay, actually, I'll take some of that down. I can probably get away with about 27. And I could probably bump this up to about 9. And it's a little whatever. I can scale that back. Up right there. Thank you. All right, that's close. I'm pretty good with that. And now, like I said, 21, nothing over here. Ironclad 13-3, thick skins 5-2-3. Both, that's 1407 because, you know, I'm a vampire. You can put 14. 1208. Bastion, I will use some shields. It's only 10-2-2. Quick recoveries at 6.17. Warlords at 11.35. Actually, that needs to come down just a little bit too. And I should be bumping up my tenacity a little bit. Yeah. And I did put this over here to kind of offset it. But the heavy attack regen is kind of what I really need to be looking at. Roll dodge. We'll just reduce the cost of whatever. And then I have a couple points left over. So that's pretty much it about in a nutshell. It works. Yeah, it's fine. You know, pretty much, and this is the worm and spell power cure. You could switch out, if you're going to be in trials, you could switch out worm for Twilight's Remedy. You could switch out worm for mending. Healer's Habit, you're not going to be using on a Templar because you have the minor mending in your passive. But for a Sork, the Healer's Habit is really beneficial. So it comes in handy more for Sork healers because it gives them that 8% boost. So I'm going to check out your comment here. Oh, no problem, Rock. Anytime, man. Anytime. And it's pretty standard. I want Zoss to kind of come out with, like I said, an opposite version of Spell Power Cure. Like, honestly, what I would like to see happen is a Max Magicka, instead of 2 Max Magicka Recovery, a spell damage, and when you heal a friendly target, that, you know, versus, you know, that's at 100%, you have a 50% chance, or 25% chance, or 35% chance, whatever, let it up to Zoss, to increase their spell and physical penetration by X amount of number. And I think that would be a set that healers would chase after. It would be a new introduction set, you know, in my opinion. Or add the effect to, you know, like in trial sets, to increase, like when on a 5th bonus, when something happens, like when you activate a synergy, your healing is your cost reduction for your heals is reduced by X amount. I mean, to me, that's more practical for trial healers, for sets. Like, give me cost reduction. It's not always about buffs, it's about sustain as well. Like, to me, that's what I'm thinking in the back of my head. Like, why isn't there sets that helps me as a healer, you know, whether I bump up my healing abilities, or bumps up my resources or something, or applies a resource effect to the target, said like a monster set like Sentinel, you know, something like that. You know, something like that would be kind of cool. But anyways, there it is, guys. I gotta go, but I appreciate you all for watching. And like I said, I think my trolls just they're gonna come on, they're gonna talk shit, and it's like you guys can't talk shit about healing to me. You can't. You fucking can't. You can't. You don't get to. You better know every fucking healer and every fucking healing ability to come and talk smack to me. You better fucking know it. You better fucking know it. If you don't, I will beat you down with all the healing facts. It's what I do. This is what I do. So, yeah. Get the scrub ass shit out. And for fucking sakes, if you, like I said, I have the Ellie Drain for whatever. I hate the fact that I have to do Resto Destro to sometimes appease stupidity, but sometimes it has to happen. Just because I'm tired of arguing with the dumb fucks. It's like, you don't need Ellie Drain. Yes, we do. No, you have a Templar in your fucking ranks with Aura. We still need Ellie Drain. I'm like, does the tank have Breach? Tank's like, yeah, I got Breach. And you're like, oh my God, help me. Help me. Help me. They're fucking morons. They're listening to even bigger morons. Ugh. I swear to God, one fucking tuber on here, one of my trolls, it was almost had me provoked to fucking slaughter Gilliam's ass on my next vid. I told him, I'm like, I will fucking I will railroad Gilliam to the ground on my next vid if you don't shut the fuck up. He's like, do it. Because he made it sound like he was with Gilliam. Because he's like, we talk about you on Discord and shit. And I'm like, really? Well, if you haven't noticed, we talk about you guys too. It's fucking hilarious. And I was half tempted here to find out he's a PS4 player. He's not even a PC player. He's a PS4 player. And I'm like, dude, link me a Gilliam trial vid. And he couldn't do it. He's like, he links Fing Rush's trial. He's like, Gilliam's in it. And I'm like, from Gilliam? And I'm like, listen, guys, I'm not debating Gilliam's accomplishments. I'm not debating if he's a trial runner. I'm not debating any of that, right? I'm not debating it. The thing about it is what most players don't understand, why most of us can't fucking post bids of trials, because we got to get 11 people to agree to it. If one person says no, it cannot come on our YouTube. It's a privacy act. Right? It's an identity privacy act. Well, that's why majority of the time you don't see full fucking trial runs on YouTube. They'll take clips, they'll put music videos to them, they'll do something to do it. I've done it in the past, but it doesn't mean anything. Fuck no. It doesn't mean a fucking thing. I believe Gilliam has done them. I do believe he does it. So, but does he have videos? No, he doesn't. So, fucking get over it. Some people are asking him to do it. Okay, if he does it, cool deal. If he can get 11 other people to agree to do it, cool fucking beans. But that's the problem for most YouTubers. Why we can't post fucking trial runs. And most of the time, like I said, I only do trials if I need sets. I haven't been back in Halls of Fabrication since PTS because I don't need any of the sets. Though I love the dungeon, I love what the devs did. The sets don't make me want to go in there. So why am I going to go into a dungeon and do it for fluff? I don't give a fuck about fluff. I want sets. If there's not a fucking set in there I can fucking use, that dungeon can sit there and rot away. It can rot. I'm not going to do a fucking dungeon if there's nothing I need in there, or I'm going to obtain out, or there's nothing perked about it. Now, transmutation crystals might now change my mind, because with the weeklies you're going to get transmutation crystals, or the crystals. That might make me want to do those trials more frequently. I will say that. So they're now finally maybe adding an incentive besides gear that will make me want to do it. Gilliam plays Nightblade DPS almost exclusively, primarily in PvP. Yeah. I thought he wasn't a big PvPer. I thought he was PvE, but yeah, I mean, if he does, it's whatever. I mean, I'm like I said, I'm not anti-Gilliam. I'm anti-stupidity. Gilliam feeds stupidity. Well, yeah, I'm coming for you. I don't think he's a bad player. He never said he was. But if he talks stupidity, I'm going to come at him about it You know what I'm saying? You're polluting my fucking audience. You're polluting my community with the bullshit. When he actually plays, which is not very often these days. I kind of believe that. I haven't seen, like, whatever. I kind of contribute that maybe to him being on the PTS. I'm not, I wasn't sure. But, like, literally, that's, like I said, I play the healers in this game. That's plural, not singular. The healers. So I do play every class as every healer. You guys see my vids. I have like 16, 17, 8, maybe 18 healer build videos. It's kind of what I'm known for in this community. And unless these motherfuckers play these other fucking healer roles, they can back the fuck up, because I will smack every goddamn one of them down. And I will fucking take them to town, because they don't know shit. I don't give a fuck if you were here since fucking alpha or fucking closed beta. I don't give a fuck who you are. You better know your shit when it comes to healers. I will fuck your ass up if you don't know what the fuck you're talking about when it comes to the healer roles. You better fucking know, bitches. You better fucking know. Not you guys. I'm talking about the ones who will watch this, who will be trolling me. You better fucking know what the fuck you're talking about. Gilliam, get the fuck off healers. You don't know shit about them. Get the fuck away from the topic. Step the fuck away. Stick with Maelstrom. You're good at Maelstrom. Stick with fucking percentages, even though you had 80% crit at one time. For God's sake, that was just ugly. Wanted me to fucking hurl. I wanted to puke for days seeing that. So, whatever, man. These guys, I don't know, man. I don't know. But we'll see, man. We'll see. And yes, this is a fucking Templar. I have them all. It's like Pokemon for me. You know, I had to have them all. I had to collect them all. They come out with a new class tomorrow. I'll probably make that a healer some way, somehow. And Zoss will make it available for me to do it. I promise you. I promise you the death. And here's another thing I want to talk about. His followers want him to work for ZeniMax. Okay, let me tell you guys something. I have 21 years experience in fucking MMOs. I was an alpha tester, and at one time I was going to start an MMO company. Now, I'm not a developer. I can read C++. The problem of it is you have to know C++. I can read it. I can't write it for shit. Well, I mean, I can do basic stuff. Basic. But there's no way I'll ever be a developer. The advanced shit takes a healer to know a healer. If you don't play healer, don't tell healers how to play healers. Thank you, Rock. I agree. Don't fucking talk about healing if you don't fucking do it. Don't talk about the other class healers if you never fucking experience. Back the fuck up. Back the fuck up before you get smacked the fuck up. And his trolls say, oh, Gilliam should work for ZeniMax. He'll never fucking work for ZeniMax, ever. 2 reasons. He couldn't even work for ZeniMax as a tester because he's biased. He's fucking biased. He fucking doesn't understand how this game is implemented. He doesn't understand that the devs never limited a class to a role, and you can't play a content. The devs never said, oh, by the way, we'll be able to, we don't want the Templars to ever tank. Oh, well, we'll let them tank. They'll just never be able to do a vet trial. ZeniMax has never implemented that. ZeniMax has never fucking done that. It's always been any class can play any role. That's the premise of Elder Scrolls. That's what Elder Scrolls is. Period. Since its fucking conception and sandbox. If you don't know this, you're a disgrace to Elder Scrolls universe. You're a fucking you're a fucking plebe. You're a fucking virus of a fucking player who knows nothing about Elder Scrolls universe. Zero. So that's one thing. So Gilliam's biased opinion alone makes him ineligible to work for ZeniMax. 2, how much experience does the motherfucker have with C++? Can somebody tell me? Do you even know what C++ is? Gilliam, do you know what C++ is? Do you know all the tools that are used by each department in development? Are you aware what the difference between a developer and the software engineer is? Do you know that ZeniMax, whether or not ZeniMax owns or leases its own engine? Do you know if they do lease it, who develops the engine? What do you know about development, Gilliam? What do you know about it? Have you ever seen a a code resolve? Do you know how code is sequenced? If you don't, please, your trolls are making you look even further like a moron. And you questioning the devs when they do this daily is fucking even more hilarious. You fucking question the devs like a fucking idiot. You wouldn't even have a clue of the stress that's on these poor men and ladies. You don't have a fucking clue. Any race, any class, any role are all viable. All are playable. All of them, right? That is what Elder Scrolls is. That is what Elder Scrolls is. Period. And, like I said, if Gilliam ever works for ZeniMax, I will get on here and I will fucking I'll make a dedication video for Gilliam to fucking Rogue. There's the videos like I'm a developer for ZeniMax. I'm gonna balance out the game. Okay. I'll wait for that day to happen. He's a fucking good player. Keep it at that. He's even tester. I'd say he's a good tester. I would probably say ZeniMax could use him as testing. Guess how much backfeed developers listen to by testers? Fucking none. Very little. I've tested for so many companies. I was one of the fucking first people before the NGE popped, talking to fucking some of the higher ups in SOE, saying, please don't fucking do this. You guys don't understand what you're doing. And you know what? They blew me off. They blew me and like 20 other people who were trying to talk to them, trying to be reasonable. They blew us off. And at the end of the day, it turned out to be we were right. We were right. Why? Not because we were the testers, because we were their player base. We knew the game from a player's perspective, not from a developer's perspective, not from, a publisher's perspective, from a player's perspective. And you have to take all that into consideration. And that, at the end of the day, means something, But is the publisher going to, compromise the game model for the community? More than likely, no. It's the old saying, like it or lump it. Play it or buy. But most of the time, the foundation's there. You play this game for a reason. All right. And the MMO market, in the next couple weeks, I will be doing a revisiting series on a lot of MMOs and show you guys why you're playing this game out of other games. I will be doing that. So the challenge of Elder Scrolls Online is how to decide what combination, role, class you want to create. So many possibilities, and that is exactly what it is. With every new DLC and with every new set that ZeniMax offers, except the fucking hybrid sets, please stop that shit. Please stop. I want you to do it. Just fix the scaling. If you fix the scaling, I will feature hybrid builds all day, every day. But for God's sakes, fix it. But that's what it is, exactly. Anytime a new set comes out, it opens up a door for a new possible build. Update changes, things like that. There's no wrong way to approach the game. There's just better results with certain builds. And I always say that. But anyways, and that's why there's no such thing as fucking BIS. Get the fuck over it, because every set that's out will affect every class differently. BIS is a terminology that comes from linear progression. This game doesn't have that in the essence of endgame, right? So we had tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 in other MMOs. So when you would go ahead and obtain it, that was the set that you didn't get a choice. There was no fucking choice. Your choice was tier 2 to tier 3. That's best in slot. Tier 3. Why? Because it's the furthest you can get. It applies to every one of your fucking class characters for that class. Boom, you're all gonna wear it. There's no fucking option. This game is not designed like that. Okay? Period. End of the fucking day. End of discussion. You don't have a linear progression. End game. Get the fuck over it. You fucking brainwashed fucking nubs. You're fucking nubs. You fucking ignored diminishing returns. You fucking ignored mathematic fundamentals. You fucking were fucking brainwashed into shut. And now you fucking think there's a BIS because you told it when BIS has never applied in this game. It's never fucking happened. You're fucking scrubs. You're fucking all scrubs. If you believe that shit. There's no such thing, man. This game, you can do, like my viewers will tell you, so many other YouTubers will tell you, there's no BIS. Do what you want, play with the game. That's why it's fun. You can make so many things. We were talking about Stamina Warden Healer one day, and somebody already came out with the video. That's plausible. That's fucking plausible in this game. As crazy as it fucking sounds, you can do it. It sounds nuts. It sounds retardedly crazy. It sounds like a Stamina Warden Healer, yet you could probably do it. Now, am I going to say it can perform as well as a Magicka Healer? I'm not saying that, but is it feasible? Of course it is. It's feasible. So, do not be misconceived to think you're limited. Embrace the possibilities, guys. Embrace it. If you embrace it, there's no restrictions and limits to what you can accomplish in this game. And that's where I'm going to leave off. And I wish everybody the best. And I wish my trolls, you know, the happiest troll days of their lives. So, just for what it is. And yes, I play every class as every healer role. There it is. So, if you have any questions, comments, post below. I want to thank you guys for watching. My subs, my viewers. You guys are always appreciated. I love you guys. And once again and always, have a nice day.